We're going to ask her some questions. Just for time's sake, I could probably get her to really want to follow me around, but for time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and halter her. I'm going to ask her some questions. Hey, I need you to pay attention, okay? So I want her energy to sync up. I'll let her know that I'm not going to hurt her. I want to create something she can draw to. So our engagement from now on is always going to be this way. Where I'm going to ask her to back up in the 5-part series. I'm going to start her soft as possible, and I'll increase that intensity to get what I want. Got to understand, there's some distractions here. So here we go. We got to ask her with the question and release as to say thank you. We'll wait 3 seconds. We'll bump her every time she goes down for that grass. Pay attention. Now I'm going to ask her again. We'll start soft as possible, increase the intensity of the question. I need a foot back. We're going to ask for one at a time. I'm going to go ahead and go heavy because she's not paying attention, and I'll release as to say thank you. I'll bump her to say, hey, pay attention. I've got to become more important than everything that else is around. So I'm going to ask her soft as possible, increase the intensity of the question to get what I want. I want one step, and I'm going to give as much intensity until I get that step. I'm going to go ahead and not nag her and let her do it. We'll wait 3 seconds. Pay attention. Hey, hey. I'll get you back there, right there. Relax. I hear you. So now I'm going to ask her to go to my right. And release the pressure as to say thank you. But keep her in a calm state of mind. This is a concept, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And release the pressure as to say thank you as she takes a bite of hay. That's all right. We're not going to worry about that. So I'll allow her to walk around. It's a serious business. You do have to walk around. Whoever put alfalfa in our pen, shame on them. Good question, but not yet. That's a question, guys. She said, hey, can I come in? I like standing next to you. It was easier. So I don't want to pull this rope. I'll bump on it if I have to. Bump on it if I have to, and allow her to walk. Release the pressure as to say thank you. She's going to start watching my body language. Dirty, wasn't it, putting alfalfa in here? I'm going to get over here where there's not any. So I'm going to go the other direction. Bump that nose. She's not paying attention. Bump that nose. Bump the nose, bump the nose. And release as to say thank you. So the trotting around doesn't bother me. She's not pulling on my rope. If she does, I'll make her think she bumped into it or ran into it. But I always wanted to ask her without pressure on that rope unless I have to have it. That's pretty good there, girl. Now you're paying attention. Come back in here. So I'm going to drive her to this other side where there's not much grass and distraction. So now I'm going to ask her to go the other direction. Pay attention. Pay attention. Good girl. Now I'm going to push this hip. Create some draw. Don't pull her to you. Sometimes you have to back up a few steps. You got to come to me. That's a girl. Ground tie, rub to a stop. I really want her to relax, so I'm going to let her soak here for a second. If she moves a foot, I'm just going to bump on this. She's kind of getting comfortable, but I want to ask her to back up 1 foot. Keep it there until she does. Good. Stay consistent with what you ask them. Don't stop. If it's not working, keep asking, keep asking, keep asking. When it does, release. But always have an incremental way you ask your question. If you start in hot and heavy, where are you going to go from there? So you got to ask soft and increase that intensity of the question. It's kind of like talking to a child. You say, will you sweep the floor? 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 And then they do it. Will you back your feet up? 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 Thank you. Like that. Make sense? Increase the intensity of the question. See how she got a release of pressure? Consistently giving her that release of pressure, she's going to start to calm down and get